My name's Dennis Collymore. I retired in 1991. When I turned 72, we decided to come to Nowra, which we did. We built this house and we've been here about 15 years. In a couple of weeks I'll be 87. So I'm getting a little bit long in the tooth. I wanted to build steam engines, but hot air engines sort of fascinated me. How could an engine work that didn't have a lot of valves and things like this? So I had to build one to find out. And once I built one, I was hooked. Steam engines got the flick, and I started building hot air engines. Hot air engines were really invented about 1860, but there's so many companies interested in hot air engines. Well, I've built about 12 or 13. Nearly all the engines that I've built go except for about 3 that I've got to still sit down and think why they don't work. The present engine that I'm working on, it started off, it ran, and then it wouldn't run, and it's been quite a time that I've spent on it, working out why it had this habit of it would run sometimes and wouldn't run other times. At the moment, it's got a little bit of a heating problem. I've put a heat sink on it, but it works okay. But we were thinking that maybe we may have to go to water cooling if we want it to run for extended periods. It's one of the best engines I've built. It's got a reasonable amount of power, and we're hoping that we'll get it running powerful enough to run a stamping battery off it. But we're still working on the engine at the moment. All the engines are powered by methylated spirits burners, which seems to be efficient enough. As you go along and you do little things, you find that something doesn't work, so you've got to go back and sort of make alterations. I've built all different types. We've got beam engines in there. I've got hot air engines where 2 pistons in the one cylinder. Then I've got another one that's got 2 power pistons in the one cylinder. There's all different things, you know, to do. I've got a what used to be known as a farmer's stationary engine. Now it's a 3-piston engine. There's all these things. I've got a train there that's got a hot air engine in. Every engine's different. I've learnt a lot about tooling and this sort of thing on the lathe. Getting things truer, all these little things make a difference. I'm running out of room and the car may have to go. I've told my sons that when I die, don't buy flowers for the coffin. Put a couple of me trains on the top or a couple of me engines on the top of the coffin. Be more appropriate.